Shalom, everybody. Welcome back to Breslov.org. Insights from Rabbi Nachman's teachings and Rav Nosson, his disciple. They expand on an amazing verse to teach us a lot from the idea behind the verse. But before that, to explain Rabbi Nachman's idea, he teaches that a person has to have balance within what's called the four elements. In everything in life, and even the Rambam goes into this, there are four basic elements in everything. They're called earth, wind, fire, and water. Even in, attitudes and expressions and emotions, there's also a combination of earth, wind, fire, and water. For example, someone who gets angry, that's fire. Someone who's very depressed and heavy and low and out of it, that's earth. Someone who's very light or wobbly, that's water or air. So everything in life and also in the physical existence, as opposed to what we're taught in chemistry of the element charts, the Rambam breaks it down to four elements basically in everything. Now, what's needed for a Jew to be able to serve Hashem? That means to daven, to learn, to connect to God, to have a clarity of perception and perspective. There has to be a balance in the elements. So Rav Nosson brings a verse from Isaiah, Yeshayahu, chapter 48, verse 13. The verse reads like this: Af yadi yasda eretz. Hashem says, even my hand, referring to the left hand, has established the earth. Vimini, and my right hand, tipcha shamayim, has spread out and plastered and made the heavens. So the Gemara teaches shamayim, heaven, is a combination of two words, esh, fire, and maim. Shamayim, esh, maim, fire and water. That's two of the four elements. And eretz, earth, is the third element, idea of the earth, afar. What's missing here is the combination, what combines the bounty coming down from the heavens. The reason why heavens is called fire and water, because the source of energy comes from the sun, that's in the heaven, the constellations. Water, rain, comes from the firmament, the rakia, that's where rain comes down. And these two energies are revealed in the earth. But you need a connector. What connects between the earth and the heavens, the fire and the water? There's a middle element called air. Rabbi Nachman teaches this air is activated when a Jew claps his hands while davening. In prayer, your goal is to activate positively and properly the four elements. But now, if there's an imbalance, the chances of getting davening, prayer, and spiritual development, accomplishment through are much harder. What is needed, Rabbi Nachman teaches, is to connect and make a bridge between these three elements, which on a spiritual level represent blessing coming down, right? Fire and water, shamayim, coming into the earth, even inside of you. What's needed is for that air. Rabbi Nachman teaches that when a Jew claps his hands, so air is developed. You have a pressure between the two hands clapping each other. He says this air is the holiest, purest form of air created. It's called the air of Eretz Yisrael. The avir, he says, by a Jew clapping his hands in davening, this activates the air quality, the holy air quality of the Holy Land. What that means, what that does, is that it enables a connection for the elements between earth, afar, and esh and maim, fire and water. And when there's a balance in the four elements, a Jew can develop. This is what makes a tzaddik a tzaddik. The tzaddik is someone who's mastered himself. How did he master himself? By gaining control and balance in his four elements. When a person, for example, has lusts and desires and negativity, it's just a reflection of an imbalance of the four elements. Tzaddikim are those who've bypassed that and reached a balance. Here Rabbi Nachman teaches that every Jew can strive to become a tzaddik, can strive for balance through the help and assistance of clapping one's hands.